तेजस्विनावधीतमस्तु मा विद्विषावहै। ओम शांति शांति शांति।
83. कामश्रेष्ठपरः कामैस्तत्र तत्र प्रजायते। जीवन्नेवात्मवित् सर्वकामानं लयमाप्नुयात्। Ignorance of Atma, the ignorance of one's true nature, no doubt, is the root cause of Punarjanma, or what is called as Samsara. But at practical level, this ignorance operates in terms of desires. Mind actually is nothing but a bundle of desires. So as per desire, so what happens? One takes karma, and karma means karma phala. Accordingly, the embodiments are taken, Punarjanma takes place. So, but a person who has gained the knowledge of oneself, being full and complete Paramanda Swarupa, free from birth and death, free from sorrow, he has no desires even while living. So that is it. Kama Shraishtha Paraha Kamaihi Tatra Tatra Prajayate. Atmavit Jivan Eva Sarvakamanam Layam Apnuyat. Kama Shraishtha Paraha, the person who is full of desires, for whom desires alone is everything in life. Desires by themselves cannot be everything in life. Fulfillment of desire alone is the goal for whom in life. So, now, desire is the cause of a Punarjanma. What about the desire to get liberation? Is it a desire or not? That also should be given up, is it not? That should not be given up. So that is to be discovered, for which all other desires have to be discarded. Kama Shrashta Paraha Kamaihi. On account of these various and different types of desires, so Tatra Tatra Prajayati is born at different places in accordance with. So his desires, merely desires will not give the Punarjanma. Desires are Karmapala Janma. So according to his desires, he is born. Whereas in contrast to this, Atmavit, Atmadjnani, Jivan Eva, even while living here in the present embodiment, which is the last embodiment for this individual, Sarvakamanam Layam Apnuyat. Sarvakamanam Layam Apnuyat. He attains the Laya, extinction of all the desires. Laya, extinction of all the desires, means he gets freed from all the desires. Now, finally, what is the earlier also means of gaining this knowledge was given to highlight it exclusively. What is very indispensable, that is now being shown here in 84 to 86. So the indispensable to gain the knowledge. So in the Shruti it is said, Mundaka 323. Nayamatma pravachanena labhyaha na medhaya na bahuna shrutena. This Atma cannot be gained by pravachana. Here pravachana is study of Upanishads, just study of Upanishad. Means just by study of Vedas and Upanishad, by that alone Atma cannot be gained. Na medhaya, not by grantha dharana shakti, medha grantha dharana shakti. By memorizing all granthas Even by that it is not possible. Na bahuna shrutena. Not even exposing. Bahuna shrutena. Not even exposing. Any dadiwala or any shaven head is there in the front line. So per year 15 camps attended. But conduct is nothing but zero. So that is by itself is not going to help. It will be only, just to get out of house, which is not conducive to live in. So a robe here and there. So that is not the guarantee of gaining the knowledge. So that is medhaya na bahuna shrutena. That who can gain it? Such a person. Yam eva eshaha vrunute tena labhya. Yam, who, eshaha. This one, this eshaha, actually what is not told by who? Shruti. So different commentators give different meaning to this eshaha, this person or this Ishvara, like that they give the meaning. Here, Vidyaranya Muni straight away takes that Ishvara only. Yam eva eshaha vrunute tena labhya. By that person it can be given. So eshaha is taken as Ishvara. Whom Ishvara chooses, he gets it. Acha. Now to get the favor of Ishvara, what you have to do? He will tell you what you have to do, you will be told. Some say that Yam eshaha, this Guru chooses, he gains it. Abhi to Guru to choose what is to be done, some deal under the table has to be struck now. Is it not? So that it can be gained. That is actually Ishvara chooses not that. Now Ishvara chooses some person. What will happen, If he has chosen someone and he has not chosen the others, Ishvara also is partial like my uncle or boss, is it not? He also is what? Favors someone and frowns at others. Like Ishvara also, Ishvara has no partiality. There is a Brahma Sutra. Vaishamya naighrinyam sya. If Ishvara has partiality, he will have Vaishamya. He will be partial to someone. Naighrinya, he will be cruel to others. It is not possible for Ishvara. For Ishvara, whether Bhakta or a staunch enemy like Ravana or Hiranyakashipu, all are alike. He has no enmity with anyone, no special favor for anyone. Then how do you say Ishvara blesses, etc.? Ishvara blesses because you have earned it, that's all. You have earned on account of your karmas, bhaktis, etc. Ishvara is karma phala data. He simply grants what you have given. Others are punished. Not that Ishvara wants to punish. They have earned that punishment because of their wrong deeds. Suppose, let us say, one fine afternoon, the Supreme Court judge passes two judgments, okay? To one person, capital punishment, restored, already given, but he confirmed. To another person, he gave the property of 75 lakhs crores. Not the 75 crores, okay, let us not go further. 75 crores. Can you say this judge is favoring one person and punishing other person? No. As per the law of the states, that means capital punishment, he deserves, he has committed such a heinous crime, he got it. Other person's property was usurped by someone, he restored the property, he strictly went with the laws of the state, that's all. So also, it may appear Ishvara punishes his Rakshasas and all demonic, including human who behave like that, and he favors the devotees, etc. No, that is what they have earned, he gives what they have earned, that's all. So therefore, if Ishvara Anugraha has to be earned, what you have to do? You have to act in such a way that you deserve to gain the favor, Anugraha of Ishvara. So that way, so that is that. If Guru's Anugraha will be what? The proper teaching. For proper teaching, what will you look into? Shishya, he must be Yoga Shishya, Sadhana Chishya Sampatti must be there, means that also depends on one. Other Eshaha can be This seeker chooses. This seeker chooses means what? He has got total commitment for gaining this knowledge. There are some students who are very eager to attend the camp. Even at last moment, the priority is elsewhere. And they show that they want to attend the camp. And priority is right opposite attending to the camp. And afterward they start blaming somebody else. So that's how it is not the priority must be there. So that being the case, this seeker has got total commitment in gaining the knowledge in front of which no other things are so important. They will be attended, but priority is for what? Gaining this knowledge. That also eshaha vrunute. Vrunute means that is chooses. So opts for that. Tena labhyaha. By that person it can be gained. Tasya eshaha atma. Atma belongs to him. And what does it do? Swam vivrunute tanum swam. One's own Swarupa, Atma reveals means he is able to discover his Swarupa. Its Tatparya is given by showing. So what should be done? So for to earning the Ishvara Anugraha, one should do the karmas with the Ishvara Arpana Buddhi so that one can earn the Anugraha of Ishvara. न वेद पाठ बाहुल्या न बहुश्रुतितस्तथा आत्मा लभ्योऽथ देवोऽयं वृणुते तेन लभ्यते आत्मा न वेद पाठ बाहुल्या तथा न बहुश्रुतितः लभ्यः अथ यम देवः वृणुते तेन लभ्यते अथ यम देवः वृणुते तेन लभ्यते. In the three meanings, the other two meanings also can be taken. But primarily it is who? Ishvara. Why? It goes along with Karma Yoga told elsewhere and also in the Bhagavad Gita. So therefore, it's that Karma Yoga is hinted where the karmas are done with Ishvara Arpana Buddhi. Atma, this Atma, na veda patha bahulya tatha bahushrutitaha na labhya. This Atma cannot be gained only because Veda patha bahulya. Because of reciting the Vedas or studying the Vedas very much, bahushrutitaha, so also exposing to the Mimamsa analysis of so many Shastra. Did not be Vedanta, even Vedanta also without the preparedness of the mind. Vedanta will operate provided the mind is ready, otherwise Vedanta will be like any other things as such. So bahushrutita, by so much of analysis of Shastra, etc., by itself, it cannot be, though they can serve as the means. Nalabhyaha cannot be gained. Atha here means but yam devaha vrunute, who devaha Ishvaraha, the Ishvaraha vrunute chooses, favors, does anugraha, tena labhyate, by that person it can be gained. So that means what is to gain the Atma Jnana, what is required? Ishvara Anugraha. But the question is, how can we earn Ishvara Anugraha? We'll give him some gift, is it not? What gift you can give to Ishvara? That should exclusively belong to you. Ignorance, that is what I am asking you. Certainly, but you should know the mode of giving ignorance to Ishvara. Ahankara, bhakti. Giving Ishvara, you know yourself, that's all. Take to the means of knowing your nature. Their own ignorance can be destroyed. That is the giving of Ishvara. Otherwise, how can you give ignorance? The very fact that I am giving ignorance exhibit ignorance. I am giving ignorance to whom? Ishvara. Which I? Embodiment I. That also shows. So that is not that way. So there is a way. This is the way how Ishvaranugraha can be earned. So, therefore he says, you must have heard this famous statement. Ishvaranugraha deva bhave dadvaita vasana. Tasmad brahmarpitam karma kuryadishvara tushtaye. Advaita vasana Ishvaranugraha deva bhave. Tasmad Ishvara tushtaye brahmarpitam karma kurya. Brahmarpitam karma kurya. Advaita vasana. Advaita vasana, desire to know Advaita Swarupa of oneself, Advaita Brahma. The non-dual. What is there is nothing but Atma, Brahma only, there is nothing other than that. That desire, that earnestness, not simply a vague desire, earnestness. So, of Advaita Vasana, Ishvaranugrahad eva bhavi. It can, that means take place in the mind of any person only by Anugraha of Ishvara. Otherwise, even if devotee to an extent is there, this desire will not come. In Gitanjali, such a great poetic, that means such a great poem as such. So still Tagore has given Jiva separate and Ishvara separate as such. Maybe because of the Westerners not knowing what it is, it must be a poetic excellence, we don't question that. But the sum and substance is what? It is not true as such. It is not true. Fine, that is a beginning attitude, and that way as who Hanuman said, that is Deha Buddhya Tava Dasoham Jiva Buddhya Tvadanshakaha Atma Buddhya Tvamevaham Iti Me Nishchita Matihi. So after coronation was over, one fine afternoon, Lord Rama asked Hanuman, Hanuman, what do you think of me? So he said, if I take myself to the body, you are the master, I am the servant. If I take myself to the jiva, you are the whole, I am the part. If I know myself to be the Atma, you and me are one and the same. This is my firm conviction. Actually, this gives three philosophies. Dvaita, Vishishtadvaita, Advaita. But this is necessary at the level of the seeker. That is why Swami Vivekananda said, we always travel from truth to truth, but never from untruth to truth. Even you are the master, I am the servant, is a truth to an extent at the body level. You are the whole, I am the part, also at a little elevated level, it is a truth. But the final truth is what? You and me are one, there is nothing other than Brahma Sarupa, Advaita Vasana. So Advaita Vasana. Therefore, those who are steeped in that, better don't disturb them. Na buddhi bhedam janayet ajnanam karma sanginam. Let them do, because at this level only that is required for them, they can't think. But one should know what the truth is and one should strive for that. Or at least this is the goal, and then strive for them. Help from Ishvara is bound to come if we seek it. Advaita Vasana bhavet. Okay. Now, how to gain that Ishvaranugraha? This is the means. Tasma. Therefore means what? By Ishvaranugraha alone, one can gain Advaita Vasana, means desire to gain the knowledge of Advaya Brahma Sarupa, Atma Sarupa. Therefore, Ishvara Tushtaye Brahmarpitam Karma Kurya. So therefore, Ishvara Tushtaye, to please Ishvara, karma should be done how? Brahmarpitam, dedicated to Ishvara, dedicated to Brahma. See, in our custom, there is like this. Any ritual or anything is done, or Brahmins, etc., fed, etc., Brahmarpana or Krishnarpana, everything is offered to whom? So, Ishvara Tushtaye. But the question comes, that means this Ishvara also wants something. You say Ishvara doesn't want anything, he is full and complete and he wants this as a, you know the crux of karma yoga. Generally, what for do we do karma? To fulfill our desire. Okay. There is a sankalpa whether you spell out or not. Means is that. What is that? I want this. This is the means. So therefore I am doing this karma to get the result. That result is mine. I will be enjoying. Yes? Is it not? So in this only, and you want to gain knowledge of Atma, Advaya, Brahma. Is it not? Not a mumukshu, let us say. So here, there is something called apatya is there. You know apatya? In Ayurveda, say, against the restricted diet. So, for certain diseases, certain things are non-conducive. Taking the non-conducive thing is called as apatya. You have to take to patya means restricted diet. And if it is Ayurveda, nothing will be left out for you to eat afterwards. so whatever it may be. Anyway, but it has got its own mode of functioning. It works and it has got, okay, though slow, but it is definite. Fine. So now, look, I want this, which you are confirming the notion that the body is that. For which this is the means. You know from Shastra. Therefore, I do this karma. Who? Again, what is confirmed? Identify the body. So this result will come and it is mine. Because I have earned it. Identification. I shall enjoy it. All level, what is being confirmed? Identification of the body is being confirmed. Vedanta's first casualty should be knock down the identity with the embodiment. So therefore what is to be done? So instead of that, you offer what? The karma to Ishvara. You are impervious of the karma phala. Means what happened? At all these stages, the identification of the body is not there. But keep in mind, only because you offer karmas to Ishvara doesn't mean that you are not going to get the karma phala. Ishvara doesn't want your karma phala. What for he wants karma phala? One who is fully and complete. One who has given you the entire world, including your embodiment. What does he want from you? It is only to erase the identification with the body. Karma yoga is given by the Shastra. So therefore what happens? Because of that, mind becomes pure, it gains the Viveka Vairagya, it becomes a fit instrument to gain the knowledge. That is what the Anugraha of Ishvara. So therefore, Advait Tasmad Brahma Ishvara Tushtai Brahmarpitam Karma Kurya. Other thing, Ishvara Tushti is like that. See, this entire Jagat function on account of karma. The cycle of karma is there. So, without say, for our existence, do you know how many deities are functioning? Today, half people went to see the sunrise. Okay? Half were sitting here and meditating. Very good. So, now, suppose you could not see the sun, but has he risen or not? Yes. He was there behind the cloud. Suppose he didn't rise, what would have happened? Not for 1 day. 15 days he won't rise at all. What will happen? Sun is Farke, earth on whom we are staying. And say, earth revolves in such a speed round itself and round the sun. We are intact on the earth. Suppose we are being spinned and at what? Thrown. Such a speed it goes, thrown. What would have happened? No. There is some force kept to keep you here, neither topple down nor fly off. Yes. So that is also functioning. Vayu, water, all these things, they function for whom? For us. So also, you also as an individual has to contribute to this wheel of karma. What will you contribute? discharge your duties wherever you are. But not that I am doing for myself and for my people, but I am doing for whose sake? Ishvara's sake. Your action is same. Let us say, a household lady looking after the house and tending the children, etc. It may appear to be what? She is doing some selfish act. No, it can be transformed into karma yoga, seva of Ishvara. Why? Earlier, what is the notion? My children, my husband, my wife, my people, my parents. No, all what are they? They are nothing but manifestation of Ishvara only. So therefore what I do the same thing, but not for my this thing. I am serving the Ishvara. You know, once a seeker approached a Mahatma and asked him, Maharaj, I want to have darshan of Lord within 3 weeks. You give some means by which I will gain the darshan of Lord within 3 weeks. He said, very good, but you should do what I have done. He said, he asked him to meditate 3 weeks continuously. Some japa or something he might have given. Okay, whatever it is. He went to a secluded place and therefore started meditating or japa, whatever it may be, he started doing. 3 weeks were over. Kuch nahi hota hai. He said always grace period is required, no? One more week he did, 4 weeks, Bhagwan ka pata hi nahi hai. So therefore he returned. Maharaj, kuch nahi hota hai. So did you do as I told you? Yes. Come on, tell me, what did you do? Morning, I got up. Then I took bath, etc. I shaved, etc. Then I sat for meditation. How long? 3-4 hours I sat. Then, of course, I should have some breakfast, is it not? So therefore, I took breakfast. Then again I sat for meditation. Then I went for some stroll because I can't sit for a long time like that, etc. Then of course lunch. After lunch, little nap as such, not much as such, but little nap as such. Afterwards, again I sat for meditation. And afterwards, little evening walk is required, otherwise the stomach will be a problem for me. So this is. Then again I sat for meditation. Then dinner. Then again little I did it. Then I slept it. What did I tell you? I told you continuous 24 hours. You didn't do. Why do you blame me? Now the question arises, is it ever physically possible for one to do this 24 hours a day? Not 3 weeks, even a 1 day can you do it 24 hours without a single moment being wasted? What did the Mahatma mean? Yes, it is possible. How? Morning you get up, you take bath, not that I take bath. This body is temple of God, therefore I am washing it clean, okay? If you are shaving, I am giving a facelift to the temple of God. In the morning I take breakfast, who is that? Aham Vaishvanaro Bhutva Praninam Deham Ashritaha. I am offering to Naivedya to whom? Ishvara. If I go to the market for this thing, for purchasing, at home these provisions are required, they are all nothing but who? Manifestation of Ishvara, for their service I am doing. If I go for an evening walk, this is the temple of God, it should be kept in trim condition, I am doing that. So therefore what? All actions are transferred into what? Worship of Ishvara. Krutam chet karma, hutam chet yajnam. If you do with a notion that I do, it is action. I offer to Ishvara, yajna it has become. So, whether you are working in the office or in the looking after the home, whatever you are doing, their actions need not be changed. What needs to be changed is the attitude. So, because everything is nothing but Ishvara. Even a person working in government offices or in the factory or whatever it may be, end benefit goes to whom? The people. People are nothing but manifestation. What I do is only service of Ishvara only. Karma Yoga doesn't ask us to change the action, but it only tells us to have the right attitude based on proper understanding that everything is nothing but manifestation. Ishvara, I may not have directly recognized that, but Shastra says so, I do that. That's why Lord Krishna said, Shraddhavan labhate jnanam samshayatma vinashati. Have Shraddha in the statement of Ishvara and Upanishad, so act accordingly. So therefore, Ishvara tushtaye kurya. Thereby, so what happens? Even that punya accrues, and that punya can remove all the obstructions and make the mind shuddha and ready to gain the knowledge. So therefore, Ishvara Ishanugraha Yuktasya Satchidananda Lakshanam Satchidananda Lakshanam Tanum Vivrunute Sviyam Paramatma Hyasheshataha Paramatma Ishanugraha Yuktasya Sviyam Satchidananda Lakshanam Tanum Hi Asheshataha Vivrunute. This is what Paramatma does. Paramatma, Brahma Swarupa, what does it do? Ishanugraha Yuktasya. The one who is endowed with the anugraha, the blessing of Ishvara, what does it do? Reveals one Swarupa. Sviyam Tanum. Tanum is body. Body here is not a physical body, the Swarupa. So one's own Swarupa, Paramatma, reveals one's own Swarupa. What is the nature of the Swarupa? Satchidananda Lakshanam. Tanu is a feminine word, therefore Satchidananda Lakshana. So that was Sviya, feminine word, this adjective. Satchidananda Lakshanam, that which is of the nature of absolute existence, absolute knowledge principle, absolute Ananda Lakshanam, Sviyam Tanum. So, Hi Asheshataha Vivrunuti. In total, not part as such, totally. Vivrunuti means reveals. Who reveals? Paramatma. To whom it Paramatma reveals? The one who has got anugraha of Ishvara. Why Paramatma and Ishvara are shown separate? Paramatma and Ishvara are shown separate. Why? Is it Paramatma separate from Ishvara, Ishvara separate from Paramatma? No. Anugraha will be at Ishvara level only. And Ishvara at the level of the creation. But in reality, who is it? Brahma, Paramatma only. So therefore not different, but two statuses we have to take into account. So therefore, to such a person, so that means Paramatma reveals his Swarupa. Actually, what you mean by revealing? Such a seeker who has got anugraha of Ishvara has got the Shuddhantakarna, and that Shuddhantakarna is capable of assuming the form of Atma directly, like face to face with mirror, you can see your face. So that way Atma Swarupa gets, that is reflected as it is in its true nature. That is how it is called as anugraha, and Paramatma reveals his Swarupa to such a person. Again further, so the indispensable means, what are those? Let us see. Nayama 87 and 88 give the Tatparya of 3 to 4 mantra like this. Nayamatma balahinena labhya. Atma cannot be gained by one who is balahina, a weakling. Who is a weakling? Not in terms of body strength here. One who is weak in Shravana, Manana, Nididhyasana. Author is going to explain. Nacha pramada. One who is inadvertent. Inadvertency is here is Vishaya Sakti, attachment to sense object. Nacha pramada tapasavapi alinga. Even by tapas, which is not as told by the Shastra, then how can be gained? Etaihi upayaihi yatate yastu vidwan tasya esha atma vishate brahmadhama. So the one who yatate, so yatate by these upayas, like having bala in terms of shravana, manana, nididhyasana, absence of pramada, no vishaya sakti. So, ling, that means the tapas means manasa, ekagrata, etc. The single pointedness of the mind and withdrawal from the indriyas as told by the Shastra. Those who take to the pursuit by this, they certainly gain the knowledge and discover identity in Brahma. Shravanam mananam dhyanam yasya na prabalam bhavet. Pramado vasti vishaya sakyatmana sabudhyate. Yasya shravanam mananam dhyanam prabalam na bhavet. Pramadaha va asti saha. Now here, that is, see the sandhi breaking. Vishaya saktya saha vishaya saktya atma na buddhyati. Vishaya saktya atma na buddhyati. Yasya, person in whose case Yasya, the person in whose case, this word. These are very strong. What are very strong? The one in whose case, Shravana, Manana and Dhyana for Nididhyasana. Shravana, inquiry, Manana, reflection, then the Dhyana, Nididhyasana, repeatedly dwelling on one's own Swarupa or Chintana, meditating on one's own Swarupa, as already discovered in the Shravana and clarified by Manana, free from doubts, made free from doubts. So, Dhyanam, Prabalam, Vanabhavi, who these three are not strong enough. That's why Balahina was told. They are not strong enough. Or this person has got Pramadaha va asti. Shravana, Manana, bahut hota hai. Not a single chance is missed, not a single camp is missed. But what is that? Pramadaha va asti. There is pramada. What is the pramada? Vishaya sakti. See, you may take the therapy of the topmost doctor in the world, and his diagnosis is 100% correct. Therapy given cannot be improved, but certain restriction on the diet were there, not observed. Who is blamed? Who is blamed? Doctor is being blamed, or the medical science will be blamed? No, you have to. That is why I say that is mere so-called Shravana Mana without giving up Vishaya Sakti. It is impossible to gain knowledge. So there Pramadaha Vasti. So he has got Vishaya Sakti, and therefore Saha, such a person, Vishaya Saktya. Because of that excessive hankering for sense object, that Trishna for sense object, Atma, this Atma word has to be taken as Atmanam. Just meaning has to be taken, not a mistake in this, but maybe for meter it has been done so. Atmanam means Atmas na buddhyati. He doesn't gain the knowledge of Atma. Because that Antakarna is not fit to gain the knowledge. Tapo nastyashramopetam yasya shuddhana tasya dhihi. Sampatya shravanadinam asau jnanena trupyati. Second line, Shravanadinam asau, there is an alternate reading which is, it seems to be more correct, more suitable as such. It is like this. Shravanadinam na asau, no asau, na asau. Shravanadinam na asau. We will take the Anvaya based on that only. Or otherwise, as it is also can be taken, not a mistake as such, but that seems to be better. Now first let us see. Yasya ashramopetam tapaha nasti. Yasya ashramopetam tapaha nasti. Tasya dhihi shuddha na ad bhavati. Now second line, Anvaya, let us take first as it is. Asau shravanadinam sampatya jnanena you have to add na trupyati. So that's why mistake comes there. No, you can't take as it is. So na has to come there. So better take the other one. Other will be like this with the alternating. Asau Shravanadinam sampatya jnanena na trupyati. No, either na asau, na asau. Asau Shravanadinam sampatya jnanena na trupyati. Yasya ashramopetam tapaha na asti. The one in whose case this tapas is not there. What is that tapas? Ashramopetam. Ashramopetam. Oh, that which is befitting to the ashrama. Which ashrama? Sannyasa ashrama. Will he parle sannyasa ashrama? So, the grahastha, vanaprastha, the grahastha, brahmachari, grahastha, vanaprastha, sannyasi, that the last order. So, means, actually he is the one who can take to, a grahastha has to take the spirit of it and take to sadhana. So, yasya ashramopetam, that is sannyasa ashramopetam tapaha. What is that? Shamadamadi yukta shravana manana nididhyasana. Taking to shravana manana nididhyasana, but not just like that, being endowed with shamadamadi means sadhana chatushtaya sampatti. Then only it works, otherwise that shravana etc. even if Lord Krishna teaches, it is not going to work. So, therefore that is that. Tapaha also can mean indriya mana ekagrata. Tapaha also can mean indriya mana ekagrata. Earlier you have seen. So one who is not endowed with this sat tapas means with the prepared mind, not taking to shravana manna nididhyasana in the required measure. In this case, asau, this person, shravanadinam sampatya. By acquiring shravana etc. means by taking to the means of shravana, manana etc. He says what? Jnanena na trupyati. He is not contented by jnana means he doesn't get the trupti on account of jnana means the result of jnana he doesn't get. Some information is stuffed in the brain as such. So that may be still another verse also. Do you know? I have studied so much of Vedanta. These people are useless. So I have studied. Again what? Again, ego is, ahankara is further boosted. So that is not the one. See, a real jnani will be totally humble. Or he will not mind, he will be in his own, he will not be available anywhere at all. That's why the vidya vinayena shobhate. Knowledge should be accompanied by humility. So now, that is what happens if ashramopeta tapas is not there, means shamadamadi are not there. What does it mean? Mind is full of raga dvesha. If mind is full of raga dvesha, it is like a mirror covered with the dust or the water that is shaking, is it not? Such a mind is not capable of gaining the knowledge. So therefore, what is called as tvamartha shodhana. What is tvamartha shodhana? Direct cognition of tvam means you means my swarupa. That is not there. When that is not there, this is Brahma when told, how it is going to work? Pramana is not going to work because this or you in reality, if it is not directly cognized in its true nature, that is Brahma, is not going to work. That's why these are all important. So now, what is the result, final result of gaining this knowledge? This you know, mantra, this mantra is 326, which most of you know. Vedanta Vijnana Sunishchitartha Sannyasa Yoga Yataya Shuddha Sattva Te Brahma Loke Tu Paranta Kale Paramruta Parimuchanti Sarve. Tatparya of that is given. So we will straight away take the stanza. Vedanta Dhi Nishchitartha Sannyasat Shuddha Buddhayaha Brahma Drishtau Sthirashchante Muchyante Mula Karana Vedanta Dhi Nishchitarthaha Sannyasat Shuddha Buddhayaha Brahma Drishtau Sthiraha Cha Ante Mula Karanat Muchyante Vedanta Dhi Nishchitartha Vedanta Dhi. In mantra, what was told as Vijnana, Vedanta Vijnana Sunishchitartha. One, those who have got that means clear knowledge as revealed in the Vedanta of one's own Swarupa. No Sunishchita. Nishchita means no ambiguity, no doubt. If doubt is there, it is not knowledge. So, in clear knowledge, doubt have no rooms at all. So, those who have clear, direct cognition of one's Swarupa, and that Buddhi is how? Shuddha Buddhaya. Buddhi, Antakarana Shuddha. How? Sannyasa. On account of sannyasa. Not kapada sannyasa. Okay? Not by changing the simple cloth. That is not sannyasa. Sannyasa, samyak nyasa. Everything given up. Only that is there is only pursuit of this knowledge, mind getting absorbed. No interest in anything whatsoever. Sannyasa Shuddha Buddhaya. What happened? They such people, Brahma Drishtau Sthiraha. Brahma Drishtau. In the mantra, it is called Te Brahma Lokeshu. That Brahma Loka word has to be taken very carefully. It is not Brahma Loka, not one of the top heaven, Satya Loka, no, not that. Brahma Eva Lokaha. Brahma itself is the Loka. Loka can mean field of experience. Brahma itself as the Loka. So that Brahma Eva Lokaha, Brahma Loka. And why Lokeshu, plural is used there? Say, though one, Brahma, appears to be manifold, Jagat, therefore it is called plural. So here the same thing, Brahma Lokeshu, author gives the meaning as Brahma Drishtau Sthiraha. Brahma Drishta means in Brahma Jnana, Sthiraha, mind is absorbed, so well rooted. So such people, Ante, at the end, the word used in this mantra is Parantakali. What is Antakala? Time of death. But an adjective is there, Parantakala. Means there must be Aparantakala also. Parantakala is final time of death. And Aparantakala means the time of death that is not final. What do you mean by that? Means Parantakala means when exactly the fellow is dying, and Aparantakala about half an hour early. No, that is not that. He is going to explain in the next stanza. Parantakala means final time of death, means the death itself is final. For that jiva, that death itself is final. When it can be final means that death is final means further death is not there, means what is not there? Further birth is not there. Further birth, when it will not be there? By knowledge, moksha. This is the final embodiment. No more rebirth, no more death, Therefore it is the final death. At that time, Parantakale, and for Ajnani it is going to be told. Ajnani, it is Aparantakala, not final death. Because why? Punarapi Jananam, Punarapi Maranam, there is no end of this until he gains the knowledge. So therefore, that is Ante. Muchan Mula Karanat Muchanti. Parimuchanti Sarva, that is what is there, Sarve. What is Parimuchanti? Paritaha Muchanti, totally get freed. From where? Mula Karana. From the root cause of what? Samsara. So that is Ajnana. That is root cause samsara is Ajnana. Ajnanat Muchanti. So what is that Parantakala? He explained. Parantakale and also Paramrutaha Parimuchanti. These two words are being explained now in here in stanza 90 and 91, first line. Samsarinam deha pato parantah punarudbhavat. Paranto vidusham deha patah punaranudbhavat. Samsarinam deha pataha punarudbhavat aparantaha. See, avagraha is there. While reading deha pato parantaha you read, but S type avagraha is there. So punarudbhavat aparantaha. Whereas vidusham dehapataha punaha anudbhavat. Punaranudbhavat, sandhi breaking. Punaha anudbhavat parantaha. It draws the contrast. Samsarinam dehapataha. Dehapata is fall of the body, means death. Death of the physical body. Jiva doesn't die. What dies is what? The physical body. So the death of the body, physical body, in the case of samsari means ajnani. Punaha udbhavat, because further births are there, it is aparantaha. Aparanta means no parantaha, not final. Whereas contrast is now vidusham dehapataha, the death of jnanis, punaha anudbhavat, because there is no rebirth. Punaha anudbhavat means because they are not going to take the birth thereafter. It is parantaha, it is final. It is that death is final because that person is not taking further birth, and therefore there is no this rebirth for this person. And this parantakali paramrutaha parimuchanti sarve. What is that paramrutaha? They become nothing but Brahma only because body, the last straw of this, that embodiment, that also gone. So they are nothing but Brahma. Parantakale muktaye brahmat brahmatvate paramrutaha. Kala panchadashaitesham liyante swasvakarane. Ye parantakale muktaha te brahmatvat paramrutaha. Etesham panchadasha kalaha liyanti, panchadasha kalaha swakarane liyanti. Ye, those who are parantakale muktaha. Parantakala means at the time of final death, means no more death, no more body, no more death. Muktaha means who are they actually? What mukti they have got? Videha mukti. Not Jivan mukti. In Jivan mukti, body still continues to be there. In Jivan mukti, body still continues to be there. These are videha mukti. Body that also gone. Till then that straw of body was there. That also is gone. No cause for future rebirth. So ye parantakale mukta means those who have got videha mukti. Te, those people, brahmatva, being nothing but Brahma. So they being nothing but Brahma are what? paramrutaha. That Swarupa itself, that is nothing but paramam amrutam is Brahma. That which is totally indestructible, Brahma only, means they are nothing but Brahma. Just as a pot is there and you call pot space. Outside space you call as total space. Pot is broken. Pot space is nothing but outside space. Earlier also it was so. But it appeared to be different because of the upadhi of the pot. So also here, that upadhi of pot, the body is gone. Merely death of the body is not the guarantee. Why? Further embodiments are there. But in this case, no further embodiment. So he is nothing but Brahma Swarupa. And in his case, now his body was made up of what? Pancha Mahabhutas, like any other thing. What happens to them? They may be there to catch him again afterwards. So no. So therefore he says, Etesham Panchadasha Kalaha. Of those people who have got Videya Mukti, no doubt they had the embodiment, and the constituents of their embodiments are the same as that, those of Ajnani also. What happens to them? Panchadasha Kalaha. The 15 facets which constitute the embodiment, Karane Liyante. They merge in their corresponding causes. All those ghatakas or constituents which make the embodiment, they merge in their respective causes. Why they are called Kalaha? What are the Kalas will be seen. Why they are Kalaha? Because they deny the knowledge of Brahma. The derivation is Kam means Brahma, Liyate means Tiraskriyate, denies, Yabhihi Taha Kalaha. Kam means Brahma, Liyate means Tiraskriyate means knowledge is denied, Yabhihi by those Taha, those things are called Kalaha. So, like Panchakosha, you identify with the five koshas, they deny the knowledge of your true nature. Like this kalas deny the knowledge, therefore they are called kalas. So these 15 kalas, they merge in their causes. What are those kalas will be seen in the 92 stanza.
Om Swasti Prajabhya Paripalayana Nyayena Margena Mahimahesha Guru Brahmanebhya Shubhamastu Nityam Loka Samasta Sukhino Bhavantu Kale Vashatu Parjanya Prithvi Sasya Shalini Desho Yangsho Varahita Brahmana Santu Nirmayaha Om Sarve Bhavantu Sukhina Sarve Santu Niramayaha Sarve Bhadrani Pashyantu Ma Kaśyid Dukha Bhagave Asato Ma Satyamaya Tamaso Ma Jyotirgamaya Mrityorma Amsamgamaya Om Purnamada Purnamidam Purnamudachyate Purnasya Purnamadaya Purnameva Vashishyate Om Shanti 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 Hari Om Shri Guru Namaha Hari Om